And hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of Predaking, where in today's episode we're looking at the namesake of this series, Predaking. We have all of the boys here, and we're gonna take one last look at each of them real quick. We're gonna do the same thing I did with the Dinobots. Here is Dive Bomb. Just gonna do a quick little glimpse on each of them. Go over them real quick. Here is Rampage. Very orange. Hard to probably see any details on him. The leader, Razor Claw. I'm not doing an epic thing with him like it's like, oh, Grimlock, and I do him last because he's not that unique. Here is Headstrong. Here he is. And now that's right, I remember someone actually told me this guy's name. His name in this series was Torox, but his original name was Tantrum. I remember that. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I'm going to look like a total asshole. I forgot the name of the guy who commented it. Oh, no, I forgot the name. You who commented it. You commented on one of these videos. If you're watching this, thank you so much for reminding me of that. I'm sorry. I forgot his name. I just woke up like an hour ago. Please forgive me. Here is Tantrum. So thank you again for the name. Thank you for telling me his name again, because I was not about to get his box out, and I keep forgetting to look it up. By the way, you see his box in here. I'm sorry we're not looking at the box art, the beautiful box art. It's up in my attic, and because of where it is, it's literally a giant box that's under a bunch of other Transformer boxes that are all inside of another giant box. It's boxes on boxes on boxes. And I was thinking about doing it, but then I was like, I ran out of time yesterday for stuff, and it's like, I'm not about to go up there and grab it at like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm not about to grab it right now because it's really early in the morning, and plus we taped those boxes shut. So I would have to cut it open, get all the boxes out, get his out. It's just a whole process. So I'm not going to get his box out. Sorry, you can look it up online if you want, or I'll post a photo of it. But yeah. Now let's get all to their animal modes. Actually, there was one thing I forgot to do that I said I would do. I literally picked up Razor Claw, or Dive Bomb, and I was like, here, I gotta do this. I forgot I was gonna compare these two guys, since I didn't do it the other day. Here are the two team leaders. Grimlock is, of course, bigger, as he should be. He should be bigger than Razor Claw. Razor Claw is a lion. This guy's a freaking T-Rex. He should be bigger. Get in there. And in case you're wondering how big he is next to one of the smaller Dinobots, I think he's bigger than the smaller Dinobots. Yeah, he's a smidge bigger. You can see that right there. He's a little bigger. So he's shorter than Grimlock by a head, and he's about a head bigger than one of these Dino Boys. But the Dinobots are definitely more fun and interesting to play with. I'll say that much. I mean, they're more fun and interesting to play with. These guys are probably more simple. But yeah, now we'll get to... hold on, let me turn the camera. There you go. Now we'll get to their animal modes. And here they all are in animal mode. And they do look cohesive together. They look like a team. It is nice, though, unlike the Dinobots, where Grimlock's bigger than all the other guys. It's nice that with these guys, they're all about the same size. You know, there's not one that's like, oh, this tall, or like that tall, or like this tall. They're all roughly the same size. Well, granted, Dive Bomb, you could do this with him, and then he's smaller, but yeah. Oh, yeah, you could also display him like this if you wanted to. You could have him, like, perched or arched like that. Sadly, unlike Swoop, you cannot put the wings forward. You can angle them back, but you can't flip them forward, so he can't look like he's, I don't know, wrapping his wings around himself. I know there's birds that do that. But yeah, there you go. Here are all the Predacons. We'll look at Dive Bomb again. Here he is. Looks very nice with those two double cannons. Rampage. Very nice. Razor Claw, leader, of course. Very blocky lion, but I do like it. And I don't even remember if I looked at this guy earlier in the video, if we like did a little show of him, but here he is. This is Headstrong, right? Yeah, Headstrong. And here is Tantrum. Again, thank you for reminding me of his name. Sorry I forgot your name. I will definitely try to remember that next time. Sorry about that. I might mention it in the Menasor video, which if you can't see, just over here, ooh, look at this. Here, we'll just bring this guy out. Here's a deluxe compared to him. You can see right over here off camera, I have all my Stunticons in robot mode because their video is going to be uploaded tonight after these guys'. I'm doing theirs first because one, I've always done these. Not always, but I've been doing these guys' videos first usually, and two, they're much bigger and more complicated, and also just much bigger. You know, a little bit more work to do. little bit more elbow grease. You know, these guys are so much smaller. Plus, with these guys, I'm probably gonna have to raise up the camera like I did with Devastator. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a giant combiner. Volcanicus does not count. He was not tall enough to have to raise the camera up, so he was like up to here. These guys are like up to here. Their heads off camera. So of course Menosaur is like down to here, so I can film him just like this. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's get them into combiner mode. All right, we're gonna start with these guys. Now what we're gonna do is we'll focus on one of them right now. We'll focus on one of these guys right now since they're both the exact same way to transform them. So we'll set him off to the side. And what you want to do is you want to take the foot piece, simply flip this up, and then you want to pull out the hand. And this is Dive Bomb's hand. So I have them all. I have all the other characters off camera. Dive Bomb's here. Rampage, Razor Claw's over there. So we'll set that over there with him. And then here's his foot. Now the weird thing is the foot feels obviously very hollow without the hand. Once you get the hand, it feels like a big chunky piece, but without it, it's so hollow. You see the way it fits in there? It just fits in there like that, and then it can simply just come out. So. Yeah, but then there is his foot piece, so you want to take him, turn the head around, flip it up, flip these rhino feet inwards, bring up the huge combiner joint, flip that like that, bring this, twist this, and this part is facing towards the rhino head, then bring it down. Take the arms here of him and just bring them down like that. Flush against the back. And then how am I going to show this? Oh, jeez. Chansey! You gotta be kidding me. Chansey. Oh, come on, man. You can stay in here, but the door has to be shut because my parents are trying to do something, Chansey. Technical difficulties, everybody. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Now you want... You know what? You can just sit there. You can wait. But what you want to do is you want to split these parts right here. You see all these tabs and connectors, and it's just going to slot right into here. How can I show this? You can see it just fits right in there. Just fits right in there against the leg because there's little slots and tabs. And simply what you want to do is just sandwich that in between his legs. And there you go. There is one leg. Now he's pulling himself. Here is one leg, and for comparison, here he is with a deluxe. And I want you to know, this is also, yes, the exact same size, or really close to it. I think Menosaur, yeah, Menosaur is like this tall. This is basically the exact same size as just a combiner, like a normal sized one. Just one of his legs is that size. That is absolutely nuts. Here's a deluxe. Here, ooh, what kind of Voyager can I grab? We'll grab this guy. Get out of the way. Here is Motor Master next to it. So, yeah, very big. He goes up to about the knee joint of it, so, of him. So, very, very large figure. Also, yes, I will compare this guy with Devastator. I'm not going to do Volcanicus for two reasons. One, I already compared the two in the Volcanicus video. And two, I broke all the characters down into their individual robot modes because, well, that's the way they should be displayed. And two, I don't want to, well, I broke them down like that, and I don't want to have to combine them again, just for a video's sake. So, if you want to know how big Volcanicus is next to this guy, go check out the Volcanicus video, which is still very popular. I'm so glad you guys accepted that video so well, but we'll set this leg off to the side. Now we will do this guy. And here he is in his leg mode. I just did it off camera because they're both the exact same transformation. There are the two legs. Now, usually what I would do next is probably like, oh yeah, there is one character I can do next, so we will set these two boys off to the side right here. Now, the next character we're going to do is actually, well, sort of Dive Bomb. Here is Dive Bomb. Now, what we're going to do, though, is not really do him first. We're going to deconnect those. You want to flip these wing bits up, and you want to simply just pull. Whoa, shouldn't have done that. Just pull until he looks like this. You want to pull on him, and then I'm just going to lay you down because you're wobbling, you're about to fall over. You want to rip off his wing backpack. So what you want to do with this piece is then flip this down, twist this around, and flip this up. And then there's these panels in here, which I don't see people, I think, much talk about them. You want to bring these out and then just plug them in. And then just like that, and that should help hold his waist up. Now the next thing you want to do is bring these boys in here like this. And it will simply just, you can see the way it connects right there, it'll simply just slide down with a little click. And now it's in place. And yes, the joints do come off. nicely for both of them, in case you're wondering. But they also connect really easily. Or not connect really easily, they do, but they also are really nice and tight. Yeah, see, it didn't come off at all. Really nice and tight. Yeah, you can see how tall he's already getting. So I'm gonna have to get a box thing to raise this up. Here, let me grab this real quick. I'm just gonna grab one of my old Lego bins I have here sitting off to the side. We're gonna do this on camera, folks. Oh wow, does that actually work? Wow, that's actually perfect. That's literally the perfect height. That is so nice. Yep, that's perfect height. All right, next character. Who are we gonna do? Yeah, we are starting to build them up. Actually, I showed that off. We're gonna show off other characters. We're not gonna build them yet because we'll build them afterwards. But this is what we have so far. We'll do Dive Bomb next. Why not? Unplug his arms. Undo them. I know with the Volcanics video it was different because like I did each character in order that I reviewed them, but you know I forgot to do that with this one. But what you want to do with this guy is untab these sections here. And what I do personally is flip these down. You can leave them out as like I guess a wrist guard, but I prefer having them up. What you want to do with this section, this is a part of transformation I rarely see with other people do. You want to bring it up and just like bring it like that, because then these two halves will close around it and plug in, and then that's the arm. I used to have my guy like hinged over here, so it would just like wobble, so it would just dangle like that, but it would just be this lower half. And I never understood why until I watched a video about it. One guy did that. Some people have done that, but not everybody. And yeah, I was like, bro, finally. But you see this guy, it just simply will plug in right there. Yes, these hands are interchangeable, by the way, with each character. Then what you want to do is there is a little port right there, which will fit. Will fit this post. Or fit that there. Perfect. There is an arm. You can see everything on this guy, basically, this was actually his back or a part of him. Everything on this guy just shifts over. That's all it does, which is nice. I like how he wraps around his combiner part and then he just switches over to the other side. I like that. I do like that. Razor Claw, Rampage, on the other hand, his combiner piece is just a backpack in robot mode, of course. So you want to flip this guy up, and you want to take this piece, just rotate it around. You can see that's just how it is. It's just a backpack. I like how they did it with Dive Bomb, with it actually being a part of him. This guy, they just made it so it's just a huge freaking section of him. So you want to flip up his feet, you want to rotate that like that, and then the arms actually do plug in this mode. I wish they did in the animal mode. I know why they don't, so then they can move, but I prefer my animals being able to lock in place. And then you see there's a little tab there on his arm, a little slot right there on the side. And that'll simply just plug in like that. And then just you want to plug it in like that. And then just simply detach his legs, and then this will simply slot in there like that. Same thing as the other guy, or as Dive Bomb. And of course, same thing, a port and a plug. Plug that in. So that's not even close. There you go, that's better. There you go, straighten out the barrel. And there he is. There are two arms down. Now, to get to the main torso. So here is Razor Claw. And one thing I will show off is if you take these two here, you can combine them, and that makes the big arm cannon. We'll attach that later when he's all combined up. Here is Razor Claw, though. What you want to do with him, though, is you would think you would flip the arms up to connect them. No. What you want to do first is split him in half, and then pull this out, which is the combine mode head, of course. And then just simply reattach him, flip it down. Unfortunately, it's not like Volcanicus or Menasor where you're going to have a dramatic head reveal. With this guy, you have to, or like Devastator 2. Now that I realize that, yeah, this is the only guy I have who cannot have a dramatic head reveal. Even Defensor could have a dramatic head reveal. This guy is the only guy who can't, because if you leave his head inside his body, you can't get it out when he's combined. So then what you want to do is you want to simply flip up the line feet, which are a little stiff. You want to plug these in just like this. Just like that. You see those little port and tab. Is that in? That's not in. Get in there, you. There you go. Now it's in. And flip up the guns, and then last but not least, you want to flip out these extra parts of the main. There you go. Flip that one up so you can flip this one down. Oh, there's his head. But then you just want to flip that up, and there you go. There you go. But now it is time to combine all the pieces we have. So here is the main torso body. Let's bring this guy up. And then I don't know how to show this. How does he? I don't even know how he slides in there. I just put him up there and he just slides in. Here, flip these wing bits all the way down. How does he slide in actually? Oh, now I see. So this part up here, right? Yeah, this part right here will also slide into this part right here. So that slides in there, and then of course there's like a little port right there which will connect to the tab here on the front of this chest piece. So that simply just will. Now you're not connecting. I showed off how it connects. Hold up. Oh, there you go. There's little bits on the side of his arms you have to line up as well. Ah, okay. Hold up. He has these little. I never even noticed the. Right there, he has the little notches. You can see them right there, which have to line up with. Which have to line up right in this slot. Which I never realized that. And usually it just lines up for me, so I never knew that. Cool. You learn something new every day. Then, of course, you can flip up the wings, and you can plug these into the body of this guy. Oh, that's right, too. You want to take these legs, and you will flip them down into this cavity here. And one of the things you can do is plug in the wings. You can see they'll plug in right there to him, but I don't really do that, because then it means they don't really connect to the arms all that well. But yeah, I'll give it a shot today. I can even see where to go. There you go. And then, of course, that does help line up the razor claw legs. I guess you could also flip up these bits on the back of his head, too, like that, but I prefer them down. There he is. He is not fully on camera, because, well, camera has to be back further. But, now we'll make sure his cannons, obviously, are flipped up on the shoulders here. And the next thing you want to do is, you see there's a little slot mechanism, which will simply slot right into there. You want to bring that up. Just slot that in, and this is what I'm talking about too. You can't actually tab these in. You have to wait until you're done. I forgot about this because you have to slide these guys in first. Why aren't you going on? There you go. So connect that, and then there are little tabs on the back of the arm which will connect to this. Flip out the wing, and I don't usually plug in the leg because again, usually it causes. Oh well, not this time. Usually it would cause this to come undone. There he is. Same exact transformation technique on this side, too, for him. So I'm not even going to talk about it, really. It's the same exact thing. So connect that. Make sure that is connected as well. And last but not least, you want to take the gun here for the arm to dive bomb. And there's a little post right there. And it'll simply just plug on like that. And there you go. Here he is. There he is, predaking. Oh shoot, put down the lion head on that arm. But here he is. We have predaking, the long-awaited video that you guys have been wanting to see. That's gonna be it for now, guys. Bye-bye. No, I'm kidding. There's still more to talk about with this guy. You can see he's big, he's heavy. For comparison, here he is with the deluxe. Yeah, he's big. We'll do comparisons first real quick. There he is with the deluxe. I gotta move some stuff over here to get to this guy. Here he is with a Voyager. So this is about how big all of them are compared to him. And then I don't think I've actually ever compared these two, or at least it's been a while. Your gun literally fell off. Screw you. Now we will get a comparison I know a lot of people are interested in seeing, which I know you guys probably already know this, but hey, I'm still going to show it. Here he is with Devastator. And yeah, they're both same height. But Devastator looks, I think, more imposing in my opinion, just because he's so much more filled out. Hey, can you see me, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? But yeah, this dude, Devastator here, there you go, now you can see me. Devastator here is a lot more bulkier. He's a bit more filled out, you know? So he looks definitely more imposing. The funny part is, though, Predaking definitely feels a bit heavier than Devastator, I would say, which is pretty funny. But yeah, now you can see me. I do prefer Devastator, though. He's so much cooler, in my opinion. I do prefer him. Predaking's cool and all, but I don't know. Devastator's just so much more iconic to me. But yeah, that's Devastator. They're very cool together. I usually have them, of course, displayed together because they're the two giant combiners. Ugh. I'm gonna need a drink of water after this. There you go. Sorry, I got an itch on my butt. I'm falling. But yeah, that was the comparisons. Now for articulation. First of all, I would like to show off his head sculpt. See if we can get in on there. Look at that head sculpt, dude. That is nice. That is a really nice head sculpt. First of all, what I'm going to do, what I recommend to move his arms is just flip the wings out of the way. And probably flip them down just so then they don't hit you in the process. His arms can do a full 360 if you want, both ways. If you move the shoulder guns, you can bring his arm. Listen to that. That's nice. Nice. Elbow rotation, I guess is what it would be called. Elbow can bend both ways. You can break his elbow. It can bend both ways, though. And, of course, wrist articulation. And also finger articulation. It's just the 4 base pin knuckle thing. Flip that down. It's the same thing on the other arm as well. Except with this arm, actually, it's not the same, actually. Hold up. It's similar, but not the same. You see, this arm can only go up about that high because then it runs into the gun piece. So it can only go up about that high. This guy, though, if you move the gun, he can move all the way up. So the only way for that guy's arm to get up, this guy's, is you have to move the gun off. You just have to completely remove it. Oh yeah, head, of course. Head can swivel. It can look up if you want. You have to detach the panel bit there. No looking down, though, for this guy, which, again, is so dumb for a character of this sheer size, of a robot that's supposed to be this size. Compared to him, he should be able to look down, but he can't, and that's just annoying. But, oh wait, here's one comparison I know a lot of you guys are probably interested in. How big is he with the Dinobots? I'm not going to grab all of them, but I'm going to grab 2 of them. 2 of them I usually go for. Here he is with Grimlock, and here he is with Sludge. So, yes, and here's a Deluxe again, just for scale. So you can see, this guy is, again, I think a small Voyager. He's like a small or normal-ish size leader class. But yeah, so there he is next to Grimlock. And here he is next to Sludge, a little bit better. So, yeah. But you have to remember, the Dinobots here also can combine. And again, the Grimlock size there, that's how big... Sorry if you can't hear me, I'll try to get back over there and start talking again. Oh my god, Grimlock, move. There you go. But yeah, that's the thing. The Dinobots are meant to be the size of that Grimlock, so not really a proper size with this guy. Rotation again. Here is waist. He does have He does have waist articulation. His leg. Listen to that joint. He does have a thigh swivel. It's hard to show this because it's such a big guy. If you bring his leg all the way up, you can also get a knee bend. I know a lot of people think it's like, this is the knee bend. This is not the knee bend because it moves the arms out of the way. This is the knee bend. Shh, listen. That's the knee bend. The clicky ratchet joint, that's the knee bend. So, there you go. Same articulation on the other side. Oh yeah, also, of course, he has... oh wait, hold up. I almost forgot 2 pieces of articulation. If you bring his arms up, if they'll stay up, his arms don't really like staying up. Oh my god, this cannon. If we bring his arms up, he does in fact also, he can hold his own legs weight. Hold his own weight. Ankle pivot, which is very nice. And also something that I don't see a lot of people mention, at least as far as I remember, ankle swivel. Due to these guys having a rotation, like a waist rotation. God, I can't say it right. A waist rotation. These guys have ankle pivot, which also, if you guys know what your ankle looks like, the big bone thing on the side of it that's like a big circle, these remind me of those big bone parts on the side of your ankle or your foot. So this is what these remind me of. But yeah, so he has those as well. So he has ankle pivot, ankle rotation, whole 9 yards. He's pretty articulated. Is that it? I think that might be it. So, hold up, give me a second, guys. But yeah, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Transformers Power of the Prime's Predaking. I would say it's been a long journey, but it hasn't. It's only been a week. Usually these videos would take 2 weeks. Normally, if I filmed this video like I normally would, I probably would just be getting onto like Dive Bomb right now, or yesterday I would have been on Dive Bomb. But we have Predaking now. He is a very cool figure. I do love him. I do like him. He is I only keep him due to memories and nostalgic value, you know, because he was my first giant combiner, obviously. Because like my only other combiners I got before him was like the G2 Combiner Wars Menasor, the G1 combiners. So yeah, obviously he was the biggest combiner I had up to that point and one of the biggest robots. He never was the biggest robot I had. Because I think I got Fort Max before him, so he never was the biggest robot I had at a point, but he was definitely, for a while, the biggest combiner I had, of course, until I got Devastator, who now him and Devastator are on display together. But yeah, so that's going to be it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video at my look of Transformers Power of the Prime's Predaking, and again, sorry I didn't get the box out of the instructions, so I can't do the thing I did with, like, Devastator where I'm holding the box and I'm like, you know, so it's just going to be me looking at Predaking going, because I don't have the instructions either, because they're upstairs in the box as well. But yeah, so I hope you. Also, one thing I want to mention real quick: have you guys ever noticed how with these shoulder bits here, this guy's shoulder is more round, this one's square. This guy's is round over here where my finger's moving. I never noticed that. They're two different ones. I thought they were both the exact same. They're not actually. They're both a little bit different. But yeah. That was my look at Transformers Power of the Prime's Predaking. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, power proton packs, power steam locomotives, start your DeLoreans, and let's transform and roll out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Get out. God, this guy's freaking huge.